All right, welcome back. Hononegah, Algebra 1. This chapter is all about writing equations. And so dealing with slope and dealing with slope-intercept form, things like that. So remember from last chapter that y equals mx plus b. So today's lesson is pretty straightforward. What happens if I know the slope and I know the y-intercept? And again, I hate the fact that they write it as y-intercept of a half instead of writing it as the point, 0, 1/2. But if I know the slope and the y-intercept, I can automatically write the equation of a line because I know that the y equals the slope, x, so mx, plus the y-intercept, which is 0, 1/2. So again, if I know the slope and I know the y-intercept, I can automatically write an equation. So this gets pretty easy if those are the two items that I know. And in the next one, you can write it with a 0. It's technically not incorrect, but it's unnecessary. It's one of those situations that if you have a 0x, ultimately you don't need to actually write in the 0. So y would equal -2. So a slope of 0, we already know that from last chapter, is a horizontal line that goes straight across at -2. So let's do the next one. Same situation, I just have it in a picture form. I know the y-intercept, and then I can calculate the slope, either calculate it by counting. This goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so a +5, and a +6, sorry about that. And then to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, positive. So this is a +6/4 or 3/2 slope. So y would equal 3/2 x, because that's my slope, minus 3, because the y-intercept is the point 0, -3. So again, today they are going to give you the y-intercept. So again, the y-intercept is the point 0, 2. This one goes down 2, or excuse me, down 3, to the right 4. So my slope is -3/4 from the picture, and the equation then would be y equals -3/4 x, because it's y equals mx, plus b, and the b in this case is the point 0, 2, or the y-intercept is the point 0, 2. Write the equation. Now again, they are giving me the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is going to be one of the given points today. It won't always be one of the given points, but it will be today. Find the slope. Last chapter we talked about the change in y over the change in x, or y2 minus y sub 1 over x2 minus x sub 1. You are going to need this chapter a lot. So if you are somebody who struggled on that particular concept last chapter, this chapter is coming back to haunt you one more time. So I want to find the slope. Y minus y over x minus x. So notice I did 5 minus -1 on top, -3 minus 0 on the bottom. It technically doesn't matter as long as the order you use on top is the same as the order you use on the bottom. Now, with that being said, I now know the slope, and I also knew the y-intercept, so I can write the equation. So y equals mx plus b. Again, they're telling me the y-intercept is one of my points, so now I just have to find the slope. Y minus y over x minus x. I get a 0 on top, which is fine. That's a 0. So again, I'm not going to count it wrong, but it's unnecessary to have the 0 as part of the equation because ultimately 0x is just 0. So that's a horizontal line again, going straight across at -5. You try. So hit pause and you try, and when you come back, see if you can get the same answer as I did. All right, welcome back. So y equals 1/3 x minus 1. Slope of 1/3, y-intercept is a point 0, -1. Next one, I have to find the slope from the picture. It goes up 2 and to the right 4. So my slope is a half. So y would equal 1/2 x plus 1. Because again, at the picture has a y-intercept at 0, 1. This is a notational thing more than anything else. And we did this last chapter a little bit, and I know some teachers maybe didn't do it, but this would be the point 0, 10, and this is the point 634. So if you see that notation, the f of 0, that's your x value, and the y value then is what it equals. So knowing that, I can find the slope. Y minus y over x minus x. So I get 24 over 6, which means a slope of 4. This is the y-intercept. And again, everything today will be giving you the y-intercept. So y equals mx, so 4x, plus 10. So we got another U try. Go ahead and hit pause, and when you come back, you'll see if you got the right answer. All right, welcome back. This would be the 0.09. This would be the 0.87. So finding the slope, y minus y over x minus x, I get a slope of negative 1/4. Again, 0.9 is the y-intercept, so I end up with y equals negative 1/4 x plus 9. Because again, y equals mx plus b, and the b is the y-intercept, or the 0, 9. Word problem. Excluding hydropower, U.S. power plants use renewable energy sources to generate 105 million megawatts hours of electricity in 2007. By 2012, that amount of electricity had increased to 219 million megawatts. Write a linear model that represents the megawatt hours generated by hydropower renewable energies sources as a function of the number of years since 2007. So they're saying 2007 is the 0 year. 2012 would be the 5th year, and they had 219 million megawatts. I can write a prediction model based on these two situations. I have the y-intercept, and I can find the slope. So 219 minus 105, 5 minus 0. Again, it doesn't matter the order as long as you're consistent. So I went with 219 first on the top. So 219 minus 105, 5 minus 0. So 219 minus 105 would be 114. And so now, writing the slope, y equals 114/5 x plus 105. Again, the y-intercept. Last example, in 2000, the average cost of tuition in the United States was about $14,000. In 2019, the cost was $18,000. Write the linear model that represents the cost from the number of years since 2000. So again, they are giving you the first year, or the initial, the 0 year. So in 2000, we had $14,000 for tuition. In 2010, so 10 years later, we had a tuition of $18,000. So now I have the y-intercept. So again, when I'm going to write my equation, I have that portion. I still just need the slope. 18,000 minus 14,000 divided by 10 minus 0. So again, y is on top, x is on the bottom. So 4,000 divided by 10 is 400. So writing my equation, y equals mx plus b. Okay, your homework assignment is out of the book. I know they didn't go ahead, they didn't write it here on this particular Smart Notebook, but if you have any questions on section 4.1, please make sure you talk to your teacher, and good luck.